94.3 Jack FM. We are joined now by number 87 wide receiver of the Green Bay Packers, but more importantly, the man behind the Jordy Nelson softball game himself, Jordy Nelson. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Are you excited for next year's big softball game?
I am. The softball game is something I think everyone in this locker room looks forward to. It's a good time during the year. Obviously, we have great weather in Wisconsin, and guys look forward to doing some things away from football if it's often or helping out with charity events. And the softball game, I think, is always on their list when they come back. Everyone's intrigued to do it and be a part of it and have a good time.
Yeah, I know. We're all very excited. You guys excited, obviously. The fans are super excited. I can't believe we're already talking about it. And it's not until June of next year, June 3rd. There's actually a date change this year.
Yes, we changed the date to June 3rd, and the reason for that was to still have all the guys around. If they get a little later in June, then the guys we're done with minicamp and everyone takes off for their little quick summer break before training camp. So we bumped it up to June 3rd on a Saturday, just so more guys are here and we can put on a good show. So June 3rd, still I think pretty much the same time of day, but it'll be a Saturday instead of a Sunday, and then there's a baseball game the Timber Riders play after us. So it'll be a good time to bring the family out, have a little doubleheader, and tailgate all day long.
Oh, yeah, I know for sure. I'm going to be tailgating all day Saturday, and then I have Sunday to just recover. So next year's roster, I'm very excited. I love seeing all the different players come and just see them interact off the football field. So do you have any idea who's going to be on the roster for next year? Any little insight for us?
That's a long ways away, but the last few years we've had a lot of the big-time names, the guys that are here year in and year out, are continuing to still play. Obviously, there's a lot of turnover in our sport, and who's here now might not be here come June next year. So there's always a wait and see on that, but we'll have a good turnout and we'll put on a good show like we have over the last few years.
Well, I'm excited to see who's around in June. Anybody now that you're thinking you're probably just not going to tell them when the date of the softball game is? Anybody you don't want on the roster?
There's one, Mike Pennell, one of our defensive linemen. He struggles a little bit. He needs to read like the Baseball 101 book to learn how to play. But we allow everyone. It makes it entertaining that way. It gives us something to talk about for the next year.
Do you have to explain the game of softball to a lot of them? Do they just not know?
There's a couple of them that we have. We've told one kid to go play second base, and he wouldn't stood on second base. And that's when then I told him to go play in the outfield because he obviously had no idea what was going on. So
yeah, you're just like,
little
go on
things
out
like
there.
that. So I feel like I'm coaching my son's t-ball team all over again.
Oh, that's so fun, though. All right, so who's the best softball player on the team?
Man, the best softball player, I'll take my name out of the drawing.
Yeah,
But,
right. Besides you.
Yes. Richard Rogers puts up a good battle for it. Obviously, he hits them all out. Actually knows what he's doing in the field, can play. But every year there's kind of a surprise pick. I think some of the young guys will surprise us, but we'll have to wait and see. And June's a long ways away, so they can start practicing now.
Yeah, and we already know Mike Pennell would probably be the worst.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that again.
And do the coaches, do they like freak out when you guys play softball before training camp, or is it just kind of like, this is tradition, let it go?
I think it's a combination. I'm sure they're all hoping that nothing happens, and I think, knock on wood, over the years we've came out of the game pretty clean and safe. But they know. I've realized this even when I was in college, talking to some coaches and playing sports outside of football, is that we're athletes, and I think you can't pigeonhole yourself into football. You got to be able to go out and do different things, keep the mind fresh. Some of the coaches come down and watch it and enjoy it as well. So it's a good time, and it's just guys having fun and raising money for Young Life.
Speaking of Young Life, it's amazing what you guys do. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about Young Life?
Yeah, so Young Life organization is a worldwide organization that's in the communities throughout the country and throughout the world. That we've partnered with the one here in Green Bay, my wife and I, and it's a Christian-based mentoring organization that mentors middle school and high school kids. They meet with them weekly. They meet with them one-on-one. They meet with them in groups, just to be there and give them someone to talk to, someone to listen, that can listen to them if they have something to talk about. And then there's camps in the summer that they go to that they can learn about the gospel and learn about Jesus Christ. And so it's a great thing, something that my wife and I are very proud to be associated with. But the whole point of putting it with the Young Life or with the softball game is to raise money for the organization, but also bring awareness to it. They're continually needing volunteers, mentors to dive into our kids in the community and help them out as much as possible. And So the more that gets out there, the more people that volunteer, the more kids that they can affect.
That is so awesome. It really is. So the 2017 Jordy Nelson Charity Softball Game, tickets go on sale tomorrow, November 16th at 10 a.m. Reserve seats, $59. Box seats, $87. Premium box seats, $108. But you can get all the ticket information. Timber Rattlers ticket office. You can call them. It's also up at their website, timberrattlers.com. And as always, 94.3jackfm.com too for any more ticket information that you might need. Make sure you get these, though, because they're going to be sold out by Christmas, right? It's a great Christmas gift for people.
Absolutely. It's the perfect timing. I mean, if everyone's looking for Christmas gifts right now, you can buy some packages and take the whole family out for a Saturday afternoon in June, which can't be better. And I would just encourage people, if you're thinking about it, I'd go ahead and get them because the last couple of years we've done this, by the end of December, they're all gone. So the only thing that would be left would be some of the general admission standing room only seats out in the outfield, which are, honestly, if you want to find a great way to watch the game too, is out there. It's a great way to interact with the guys, catch some home run balls. But if you want a seat, if you want to be able to sit down during the game, you might want to get a ticket pretty soon.
Yeah, those general admission, those standing grass seats, if you can get those are actually pretty awesome seats, especially during the home run derby.
Yes, I'm actually sitting right here by the best home run derby hitter there is in Packer history, Richard Rodgers. So he prefers to hit it all the way out of the whole stadium. So, but yeah, it's a great time. There's not a bad seat. Obviously, it's a great stadium to play in. And just to put on a good show.
Oh, you guys will put on a great show. We're looking forward to it's the 2017 Jordy Nelson Charity Softball Game presented by Quick Trip. It's going to be at Fox City Stadium Saturday, June 3rd